Nota Baloyi 5 shots at Usimamane and Brando RSA on Music Pulse.
Jeez, the state of hip hop is like trash. They drop some diss tracks and
state
all
of
of them
you
are
is trash.
tracks. Terrible. The bars are ass. I don't understand who's advising Usmanamane. Usmanamane, thinking is that he's a whack rapper. Bringing down the whole of SA hip hop, dude. It's embarrassing.
That's what you're doing, bruh.
Their bars are all ass.
But
nah, Nota's bringing down SA hip hop. South Eye Entertainment, shout out to you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go support.
what's on your pulse?
Jeez.
What's on your
a
mind?
lot. Yeah, the state of hip hop is trash.
Alright, stop it.
I've been going back through my archives. I don't know if you were paying attention
We weren't.
to my stories, since none of you guys follow me on Instagram. Unlike 95,000 other people.
Woo! Big Nota.
Yo, guys, just
had
go
to put it
follow
out there.
Nota.
You know what I mean? I'm almost on 100K on IG.
The authority.
Catch up. So yeah.
Excuse us.
Yo, guys, follow us at this point, yeah. So we
Yeah,
can
I'm
get
on
there as
160
well.
on Twitter. So, geez, the state of hip hop is like trash. I've been listening to KO's album.
Gosh.
It's kind of Republic, you know. Been listening to some old stuff, 2014, 2015 stuff, you know what I mean? I've been going to Speedster events, you know what I mean? Because they say he plays old music, he plays throwbacks. And, you know, I've been enjoying the music that I've been listening to at all these events, you know, the throwbacks of like real rap. I listened to all the battles that happened, all these diss tracks that they were dropping since last week. They heard us say, yo, drop these diss tracks. So immediately after they watched Music Pulse, they dropped some diss tracks.
They heard you say.
And all of them are tracks. Terrible. The bars are...
Nigga, ain't nobody was listening to you, bruv. The fuck?
They've got no layers. They're the most basic punchlines that you could ever do. You know what I mean? I mean, your punchlines and metaphors.
Shaking my money, gon' shaking my money.
Get on my deal right now.
Okay. Come on, Nota.
No man, no shitty.
Shit up.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, to quote KO from 12 years prior. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. And those bars still hold true.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand who's advising Usmanamane.
It's Gamma.
I don't
Did you
understand.
do that on purpose?
Gamma
What?
Music Group.
Usimamane?
I mean, I got better bars, yes. You know what I mean? I don't do it by mistake. Like, see, Chais, that's not by accident. You understand what I'm saying?
Cook, Nota. Cook, Baba.
Usmanamane, thinking Ayake is
Tell
that
us.
he's a whack rapper.
Hey, shit.
And our biggest problem is that Us Java likes jumping on these whack rappers' tracks.
Qweller, do you hear that?
And then he makes them famous, right? To the country, because Java, everybody knows Java. Your grandmother knows Java. And then all of a sudden, we're stuck with these whack rappers only because 3 years ago, Java did a song with him. I mean, we're still stuck with Big Zulu to this day.
Fa.
Think about it. If we never had that Nkabi Zezwe, we'd have never had a good sounding Big Zulu album. His career would have been over after Imalening. Right? He could have been a record executive, help Loaz Lunkulu buy pink buses and Mustangs and stuff like that. And you understand? Taking care of all those people from a business perspective, but he doesn't need to be rapping. You understand?
You don't
The
need to be
bars
talking,
that were
bro.
dropped by these rappers are worse than Big Zulu's 200 bars, 150 bars that got niggas to come out. Remember when KO had to drop an Omega
kinda
B
true,
style, Questa dropped Quantum, who else came in and rapped during that season? Duncan came through, you know, dropped bars and all that stuff.
Zakwe, I think Zakwe too.
No, Zawet didn't do that.
M2 Bakhile, he couldn't, he didn't want to.
Yeah,
He went
pulled
live
out.
and it was like, you meant saying Lobaba, ne?
Exactly, right. He's like,
That's a
MT
better
always
diss track.
complaining on live.
But I
bro.
mean, MT did what Blackie is doing right now. So
Right.
Blackie caught the MT bug, right? But MT has got fire tracks. MT's got fire bars.
Classics.
Something solid. Since 2016, when he had to compete with Nasty C and A-Reese in the same year.
In my mind, personally, MT's hits were passing Nasty C's and A-Reese hits, bro. MT's hits for me, they were just too much. We are petty car, bro.
He released Avery on the 23rd of November, 2015. That's almost 11 years ago.
We some young niggas
To
winning.
date, we haven't had a rapper for him. You understand? Bad Hair dropped around that season as well.
Wash.
Nasty C. To this date, we haven't had a better album from him. You understand? Since Bad Hair. You understand? A-Reese.
I hate it when I have to agree with Nota because on a personal take, I do think Strings on Bling is Nasty C's best album. But personally, I've never really enjoyed a Nasty C album as much as I have since a Bad Hair. I'll just be honest, but that's a personal take. I'm just saying.
Paradise is still his most streamed song. To this day, still making me money.
It's a hit, nah?
None of these
It's a hit,
rappers are
nah?
contributing
It's a hit,
to
nah?
my pension. None of these rappers are contributing to whether my kids go to nice schools or
We
not.
don't care.
After everything I've done for SA
we
hip
don't
hop,
care.
on a personal level. I'm really disappointed.
Excuse me.
At least I can count about A-Reese, Nabo Nasty C, and all these other guys, about MT and stuff like that. They were really doing something that is significant. You know what I mean?
So is this all for you, Nota? We must all be trying to feed you, dog. That's what we're here for, nah? Okay.
The music is still there. Usimamane, I'm sorry.
Now show me.
You cannot celebrate that.
I said it last year. No, but on the level he's at, ne? He stood too. He wasn't supposed to diss these little ones. He's too far gone.
Do you know what it took to bring Rick Ross here?
I like it. I respect
What it took to bring Rick Ross here, to bring Rick Ross to the country.
Oh.
You understand? For him to know that he can come to South Africa, shoot music videos, do collaborations, someone had to pay the full fee so he
Did
could
you
get the
pay it?
discount.
Nota probably paid it.
You understand what I'm saying? So the opportunities that these guys have are doors that we broke down.
You see? It all leads back to Nota.
And they're on us. And they're disrespecting us.
Because
Each
you're
and every
disrespectful,
single last
bruv.
one of them. In fact, the only rapper out of this new current generation that I vouch for is Blue Pappi. Like, personally.
At least.
That's the only rapper that I would call and say, yo, I need you to rap for me. Come, here's the
love
studio
Blue
session.
Pappi.
Please write some bars and then, I'll take care of everything.
Because you're
Nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Blue Pappi glazes him, that's why.
Nobody else is worth putting in studio. You're wasting your time.
I wouldn't mind
Nota,
signing Roy.
come on, boy.
Or working with Roy.
Roy,
Roy.
after KO sabotaged his career and then he ended up dating some old woman.
Really?
How did KO sabotage his career?
KO signs artists to bench them. He did it with Kid X.
It's a Sundowns.
That's it. That's it. He's a sunset clause.
So you're saying KO is the Sundowns?
That's it. That's what it is. That's it. He benches you.
Wait, is Roy still signed under Scandal?
He doesn't have to be. He was there.
I don't even think he was
Everyone who was
signed
there
there, like,
fell off
actually.
afterwards.
He was
Everyone.
affiliated.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why we had to start Rap Life. You understand? To give Kid X another Rap Life.
Damn it. Give him
After
another
Cash
life
Time
again, bruv.
He would have never dropped an album without Rap Life.
But Nomuzi's still here. Come on, boy.
The only reason for starting a company called Rap Life was so that Kid X could have an album. The only reason. There was no other reason for that company ever existing.
Damn it.
You understand what I'm saying? KO does that to these. But KO can still chow these rappers right now. KO was a 1970-something. I know he sued me. Put me in prison. You understand? He gave me a prison number. So I know his date of birth is 1973, 1974, something like that. You understand? Like, how old is KO right now? So KO was alive before June 16. Do you understand that? We celebrate
Wait, whoa. Nah, the math is not mathing there. That math is not
Sarafina,
mathing.
50 years. He was there before.
Wait, that math is not
You understand what I'm
mathing.
saying?
Okay.
No, Spalega. No, don't worry. My maths is always on point.
Nah.
You understand? So none of these rappers, Usimamane or whatever, better than who was born before their parents were born. None of them. They're bringing down the whole of SA hip hop, dude. It's embarrassing what's going on now.
That's on you, dog. That's on you.
And these bloggers, and the only reason I will mention MswenkoFranko is because
Why?
he's the only fool I'm willing to make famous. Last week I mentioned MswenkoFranko. You understand what I'm saying? He was so happy. He even posted it. Had his whole response. Oh, yeah. These guys are making lames famous. We shouldn't know who MswenkoFranko is, man. Or all these people that are making an opinion on the music, because the opinion on the music is bigger than the music. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why they have to come to Big Hash, go to Spreading Humors, talk nonsense about having to fact check. This guy's got a 14-year-old daughter. His 14-year-old daughter will tell him whether Blackie went to Speedster or not. He doesn't need to know that information.
What is the
Wait, hold up. So in other words, Nota, you just admitted that you do not fact check anything before going onto this pod. You just talk whatever nonsense comes out of your mouth, bro. Okay, I got that. You're looking sloppy, Unc. Looking very sloppy. I didn't have to piggyback off anyone to get where I am today, bro. I know you probably had to use Quester's name for the 100th, not even 100. I can probably say Also, 500,000 times you had to mention Questa that you did A, B, and C for him. Bro, I didn't have to piggyback off anyone. My nigga, I got here by myself. Just making videos, bro. Do you know how fun that is? I don't even have a 9 to 5 at Music Pulse, my nigga. I do what I wanna do. So you need to look at your life and what South Africa actually praises, because I'm not even fazed by it. I've seen what South Africa praises, and I'm not fazed by it. They're gonna like people like you. You bring drama, but you don't have any facts. Yes, you may be smart, but this new gen, I can out new gen you, bro. Just because you went to that new gen party doesn't mean you're part of the new gen, my nigga. And let me tell you, you trying to hit on Mars on the pod, sloppy as well. I can Drake you, my nigga. I'm the boogeyman in this shit for real.
MswenkoFranko made himself famous. You didn't make him famous. In fact, Casper made Mswenko famous, sir.
That's how powerful and influential I am to these. If I say your name, all of a sudden you can shoot TikToks that have 10,000 views plus. When you make
We're all not like you, Nota. We all don't do it for fame and numbers. Some of us just enjoy the culture, bruv. It's not always about, hey, famous, say my name, Nota, say my name, daddy. Relax, dog. Just relax, bruv.
mention anybody else, you're not getting 10,000 views. You're not. Go check your pinned posts. It's me. 1, 2, 3. I'm your pinned post all over your TikTok, so you can talk about me, so that people can watch you and comment and tell you that up, that is Nota, that is the authority, that has done more than you've ever done in this game. You've got no right to speak when he's speaking.
That's not what the comments are saying, sir. That's not what the comments are saying.
You understand what I'm saying? So these guys are gassed by these bloggers. And I spoke to OkaySwisher as well.
Big
spoke to
swish.
Okay.
I had a word with him. I won't go into detail about my word with him, but I'm disappointed in these bloggers, all of them. The only one that I'd say maybe as a blogger who's covering this beef better than the rest is Brando. But he's also a glazer who wants to have his own rap career. Brando SA. Because he actually does some research, you know, you can see that he actually writes out the videos that he posts, you know, about whatever. You know what I mean? And you can see that he's a wannabe Nota.
Brando! Aye, they coming for you like this, my boy! You can't accept this, bruv. We cannot stand and let Nota take our King Brando.
So he has to put some jealousy posts and talk about how he hates me and whatnot, and you know what I mean? He puts up on that channel, but I don't mind mentioning his name. But at least he's covering with some integrity. You know, you can tell that maybe he is trying to be touchy a bit as well.
You're mentioning his name because he built his way up without you, and now you want to ride his wave, bro. That's all you do, bro. That's all you do. You'll mention people once you see them popping, bro.
Journalistic integrity.
We see you.
But he's glazing these rappers. Their bars are all ass.
But
That's why they're rapping about ass.
wait, weren't you the one at the new gen party saying that Kill Brady is the
Did
the
you see
future
that
about
clip?
The future.
Or do you see a clip of a clip? You saw a clip of these rappers are so ass, they make a clip of a clip. I said, kill Brady. The future, huh? Well, you gotta kill your OGs first. That's the full clip. That's how whack these rappers are. They have to take a snippet of what I said to make it look like I praised them. The only praise they can get is a snippet. And they're forcing it. They're forcing praise out of my hand. I'm not giving any of them praise. I said,
The future. The future.
I said 40,000 people need to sing your song, word for word, first. You understand what I'm saying? Then I can give you props.
Okay, but Brady didn't post that.
First, you gotta kill Blackie.
Someone else did.
Kill Brady. You can't be riding on Blackie's coattail. You gotta kill
Kill
Usimamane.
Blackie, kill Brady. Oh,
Kill
boss.
Brady. I get you're a cheese boy. You're a Nepo baby.
Nepo
You don't need to
baby.
sign to a label. Let me tell you about the artists that were signed to a label. They had to prove themselves first. You had to get through the gatekeepers within your own record label. Someone needed to approve. KO needed to say, nah. Oh, no. Brother. You understand what I'm saying? Or you can say, clean. That's good to go. Now you can release a track. Now you got an elite MC that's going through your bars and making sure that you're dropping something that is worthy of having his record label stamp of approval next to it.
Gatekeeper.
Now these kids don't want to be with any labels. They don't want any stamp of approvals because they can't get a stamp of approval.
No, because you're taking our coins, bro. You're taking our coins and you're disapproving the hard work that we do. It's trash, it's this, it's nonsense, it's bars. Can't catch a break with you, Nota. What you expect us to do? Sit and cower to your authority? No, nigga, we're gonna do what the fuck we want.
No one actually wants to sign them. That's actually the truth. The only reason you guys ain't got labels is because nobody wants you.
And we don't want them.
Nobody wants you.
We don't want them.
You couldn't get a label if your dad paid school fees at that label. Do you understand what I'm saying? What's that academy that they were exploiting those kids that need to sing in a choir?
What actually happened to the people running Tando Choir? Tando Choir wasn't just another music group. They were a global sensation, performing internationally, going viral, and landing major gigs. But behind the scenes, Julio Teixeira and Luke Bernard weren't performers, they were the management. Julio Teixeira was co-founder, operations, and creative director, while Luke Bernard was the co-founder as well, strategy, business, and social media. These weren't small roles, they were essentially running their entire machine. According to multiple reports, Tando Choir was booking gigs worth around 40,000 for just 45 minutes, and it sounds like a lot, right? But here's the issue. Former members alleged they were seeing very little of that money.
You don't know how much Tanda Choir charges per gig, must I tell you? Yeah, I can. Per event, Luke and Julio charge 40,000 rand for a 45-minute performance for a Tanda Choir. So after 6 gigs, it's 250,000 rand.
Bro, how many South African stories do we see labels taking coins? And this is Mzansi, Baba. Do you think we want to have our coins taken? Do you think we're all like that, bro? Some of us, we're smarter than that, Nota.
Oh, the one in Pretoria.
Those choir kids get
Not on a
paid
choir.
more than you rappers get paid per booking.
Ooh.
They're getting 40K per booking.
I need to start singing opera,
Making
bro.
white people rich.
Dwayne's opera album
You guys
coming
can't
soon.
get signed to a label, which is the reason
Opera.
labels exist, which is to make white people rich. You can't even do that.
Okay, so now, if it's to make white people rich, why am I gonna go sign to a label, bruv? As a black, I might as well build my own thing. I need to you telling me the coins are gonna go. It's only for white people, so hey, if the label doesn't want me, it's low-key racismo.
Nobody wants you. You understand what I'm saying? So please pack it up, guys. Pack it up. We'll listen to catalog music. I enjoyed myself at the hip hop floor.
You listen by
Bring me
yourself.
any song that was made before 2018.
Go there,
And we
Madala.
all had fun. Even my 21-year-old girl.
Yes, go there. You see? Look at this. Even my 21-year-old girl. Ti, 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 ti.
All of us.
Ti, ti,
Start
ti,
to bottom.
ti.
I mean, top to bottom. Start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I had so much fun at the party. I left the party to go and watch Devil Wears Prada, and I came back.
I'm
How do you-
glad you enjoyed the party, Nota.
Yo! This man is a handful, bro. I'm just happy at least Brando's name got a shout out because Brando been doing his thing for a long time in this game. So yes, Brando deserves it. He does deserve it. If anyone does. I'ma just keep it a buck. If anyone does. But nah, dude, Nota, hey, bro, it's just another week. Some more nonsense from Nota, some more rage bait. You know what I'm saying? This is what he does. It's his profession. Professional rage baiter. You know? Magna cum laude in rage baiting, bruv. Him, doctorate, bruv. This is the guy. This is the guy. This is your king. This is your authority, guys. He's disregarding everything. Everything, bruv. Everything SA hip hop has built in the last couple of years. It's not good enough for Nota. It's just not good enough for him. Alright? He gets to sit there as the authority and shit on everything just because of what he did back in the day. Now he has the ability to tell everybody who they are and who they can't be and what. Not to get over yourself, bro. Get over yourself. You gotta realize times are changing, bro. You're not an authority for any of us, bro. We don't care what you have to say, bro. And when I say that, I mean in a sense of we care because you're an OG. But we don't now sit here around thinking to ourselves, hey, you know what, Nota? Bruh, we need your appraisal, we need your approval so that you can elevate us to the top. Bro, Nota, you are never gonna do that for any of us, bro. You only do that for Bruce who already started their own thing. That's all you ever do, bro. That's all you ever do, at least now. Which brews are you taking from the ground up and putting them on? At least if you can show us. Me, I'm not saying you don't do it anymore, but all I see you do is shitting on everything instead of helping niggas. At least help the brews, bro. If you feel like it's not meeting your standards, then do those things you did for Questa. Put the people in the right rooms. Put the people in the right plugs. Put the blue Pappis on, like you say, you're putting them in the studio. Let's see you doing those things, bro. And if you say that's the only person you would do it, then maybe do it, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't see how you just shitting on the culture is helping anything, bro. How is you just shitting on everybody helping anything, dog? It's just creating more of a divide, more attention. And for you, it's all power hungry drunk shit, bro. You drunk off the likes, the views, everyone talking about you. What? It's fine. Yeah, you might not make me famous. That's fine, Nota. You might not make YL famous. You might not make these other guys famous. We don't need you to do what we're doing. That's the thing. So you talk all the shit, it doesn't matter. We go keep doing what we going doing. We'll go keep crying, dog. What you say means fuck all, bruh. It's feeding us. Thank you, Nota. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, bro. But we don't give a fuck what you talking about.
People that are commenting about SA hip hop, they've got channels. They think they know shit. You understand what I'm saying? They think they know shit, dog. Like they think they know shit, dog.
But these people think the same of us, bro.
Shit. No, hold on. You need to understand. SA hip hop got to where it was because it was designed by me, chief.